Professor Krell9 had taught Xenobiology 301, Mythological Species for 17 cycles without incident. The course covered legendary creatures from galactic folklore, species rumored to exist but never confirmed. It was an easy class, popular with students who needed elective credits. Today's lecture, Humans. Settle down, class, Krell9 said, his scales shimmering with anticipation. He activated the holographic display, showing an artist's interpretation of a bipedal creature. Today we discuss perhaps the most absurd myth in galactic history, the Terrans, or humans. His students, a mix of Valorians, Thranks, and Kalvari, leaned forward with interest. According to legend, Krell9 continued, humans evolved on a Class 12 death world, survived by consuming toxic substances, and possessed bizarre psychological traits including something called spite and stubbornness. He clicked to the next slide. They allegedly threw themselves into danger for emotional reasons, formed bonds with predatory species, and could function on minimal sleep through sheer willpower. A Valorian student raised her appendage. Professor, why are they considered mythological? Because, Miss Tala, no species could possibly evolve such traits and survive. Krell9's mandibles clicked in amusement. The myths claim humans would pack bond with anything, even inanimate objects. They supposedly created entertainment by simulating danger. And most absurdly, he paused for effect, they consumed ethanol, a toxic substance, recreationally. The class erupted in laughter. Furthermore, Krell9 warmed to his subject. Human mythology claims they reached spacefaring status despite constant warfare among themselves. They supposedly had no natural armor, no venom, no enhanced sensory organs, just persistence and creativity. He shook his head. Clearly impossible. Natural selection would have. The classroom door slid open. Two bipedal creatures entered, wearing what appeared to be university uniforms. They had only 2 eyes, minimal facial features, and exposed skin covering most of their bodies. No scales. No carapace. No fur worth mentioning. Sorry we're late, Professor, one said in perfect galactic common. I'm Jake, this is Maria. We're the new exchange students from Earth. Krell9's 3 hearts stopped simultaneously. Earth, he croaked. As in? Terra? Sol 3? That's the one. Maria said cheerfully, taking a seat. She noticed the holographic display still showing a human diagram. Oh cool, you're teaching about us. The classroom descended into chaos. Students scrambled backward. One Thranks fainted. A Kalvari activated an emergency beacon. You're real. Krell9 whispered. Last time we checked, Jake said, pulling out what appeared to be a caffeinated beverage. Though I gotta say, Professor, your slide about us is pretty accurate. He took a sip. Except we don't just drink ethanol for fun. We also drink liquid stimulants that would hospitalize most species. Maria grinned, pulling out a small creature in her bag. Oh, and this is Mr. Whiskers, my emotional support Earth predator. We call them cats. The cat yawned, revealing impressive fangs. Several students fled the room. But the Death World survival traits, Krell9 stammered, his carefully prepared lecture crumbling. The pack bonding. The spite. Those were myths to illustrate impossible evolutionary paths. Nah, that's all real, Jake confirmed. I once stayed awake for 72 hours finishing a project purely because my roommate said I couldn't. He paused. Also, I'm allergic to Mr. Whiskers, but Maria's my friend, so I just take antihistamines. You voluntarily poison yourself to maintain social bonds with someone who keeps a predator that your body rejects? Krell9 needed to sit down. Pretty much, Maria said. Hey, since we're here, can we correct some stuff? That slide about Earth being uninhabitable is kinda harsh. We have nice beaches. Krell 9 looked at his lesson plan, 17 cycles of comfortable mythology teaching, destroyed in 5 minutes. He pulled up a new document and began typing, Xenobiology 301 course update, humans are real. Everything is worse than we imagined. Recommend hazard pay. So, Professor, Jake said, raising his hand. Do we get extra credit for being the homework? Krell 9 decided retirement didn't sound so bad after all.